yeah, that's me, and this is the way, and hopefully the way is correct. Well, this feels reasonably scary, thinking that are you going in the right direction? Will you get lost in the jungle? I see lights. The green part that you see, jungle that I crossed, I thought it's probably a ground or a park or something. Elevator which is going up, and this seems like, whoa, it is actually going like a lot up. One thing about these Soviet metro stations is that they make every metro station different. This is the train. Well, not too fancy, I think the old school train. Apparently pets are allowed on the train, so you can take small pets. And cheap option for a coffee, and maybe buy that coffee. Zen Hotels. This is one of the websites that lets you book hotels in Russia. Visa card. So people have said that St. Petersburg is very beautiful. It's 9:20 p.m. of what's the date today? 24th August, and I am actually going to the train station of Moscow to be able to catch train to Leningrad, which is St. Petersburg. And the way that is being shown to me is this by the Yandex map, and yeah, that's me, and this is the way, and hopefully the way is correct. Well, yeah, seems like it is. Let's see how far I can go on this. But yeah, I didn't expect such a road to be shown on the map, but well, it showed. So let's see. Well, this feels reasonably scary, not because you might get attacked or get mugged or anything, but just the feeling that are you going in the right direction? Will you get lost in the jungle? And now I understand how it feels when people get lost in jungle. Hopefully my map is correct and the GPS signal, I will get enough of the GPS signal in the jungle. Let's see. Yeah, maybe this is the destiny for me for today. So as per GPS, I think I have started to go on, it shows a big route, like a wide route, and I think I'm going on that now. I'm not going on the main route anymore, but I think this is better because it feels like it is going to take me out of jungle soon. I see lights, which is a good sign. As per map, I am not too far from the point where I should be crossing the river. The river seems to be flowing pretty fast. I don't know, or maybe I'm just scared. Well, whatever it is, but yeah, I should cross this river soon. The bridge is here. I think this was the path that I was supposed to go to, come from, but well, finally I reached the bridge. So as per the map, this is how it looks like, and the green part that you see is the jungle that I crossed. I thought it's probably a ground or a park or something. I am just not too far from the Balashikha suburban metro station, from where I'll be taking a train to Moscow station, Leningradsky. So here in Moscow, the place I'm staying, Andres Place, is in a suburb called Balashikha, which is actually outside Moscow, like it's slightly on the outskirts. And yeah, I have to go take the train from Moscow, so I'm going to take a suburban train or a subway, and the Yandex map actually showed me the route, a walking route to Balashikha. This is the subway station, and I've reached here. Now I have to figure out how to buy a suburban ticket and then take on the metro. That's the Bolshika metro station. There's a train next to me. Yeah, the station is pretty clean. Well, that's what you'll probably expect in a European city anyway. Okay, so the train that I saw which was standing was the suburban train that I was supposed to catch, and apparently I missed it. The next train is after an hour. I also went and checked the tickets, which is the ticket vending machine. I think one-way ticket was 172 ruble. So yeah, it's a long distance. The other option Yandex Map right now showing is to take a bus and then take metro. I think metro and suburban trains are different. I think suburban trains are more like from outside the city. So now I am heading to the bus stop. I don't know how I will buy the bus ticket, but yeah, I'm sure I'll figure that out. Just entered this metro station. It's called Novo Girevo, I think. And yeah, my first metro station here in Russia. It actually looks very different. I think I have seen some metro stations in Uzbekistan, and they were also like done in a different way. So it's being said that these Soviet metro stations have been done like in a very different way than the normal or the regular old time metro stations. And yeah, this one seems also pretty different. The Moscow's metro train, they don't look that modern. Looks a little old school, I would say. Yeah, I'm supposed to change the lines, and then there is this elevator which is going up, and this seems like, whoa, it is actually going like a lot up, I would say. I mean, I have not seen anything that goes like this up and down in any of the metro stations. Seems like the metro station is built too deep in Russia, in Moscow. This elevator is so long and is so time taking that I saw people either they got fed up of waiting, so they either sat on the elevator or they just started to walk so that they can kind of like end this journey sooner. So I had a bit of a hard time finding the right metro station. Then I went the other side, then I came back, then I again walked, and now the third time I have boarded the right train because I see my destination on this line. So yeah, quite a bit of adventure today. Just came down at this metro station, Komsomolskaya, I think. And yeah, this is also pretty nice. Yeah. One thing about these Soviet metro stations is that they make every metro station different. So it is like not every metro station follows the same pattern. So you see different metros. Some are like nicely done, some are like it's okay, let's just do it quickly types. But yeah, this one seems to be done like with a lot of good care. The elevator is extremely long. Yeah, extremely long there. Oh, very nice platform. So after a lot of running around, I finally reached the train station, Leningradsky, and my train, oh, it's too bright. It actually goes till Murmansk, but I'm only going till St. Petersburg, and this is the train. Well, not too fancy, I think the old school train, but well, I actually paid paid 4,400 rubles for a ticket, and it also had a dynamic pricing. So there were tickets for 2,000 rubles also, but then last moment I could not get anything cheaper, so I had to take this one. I don't know why there's a long queue, but yeah, hopefully I'll figure this out later. So one thing that I read about the Russian train is that apparently pets are allowed on the train. So you can take small pets, and big pets are not allowed, but the small ones are actually allowed. So my first train journey in Russia, and well, from the number of people on the station, it actually feels like the Indian train station with a lot of people trying to board. We'll see. Yeah, this train looks pretty fancy, but it's not a sleeper one. Well, mine is a sleeper one, so I'm going to sleep in the night. Okay, and the next recording is from inside the compartment. I'm here at St. Petersburg railway station. Yeah, looks pretty nice. It doesn't look that good. I mean, it looks more functional. Yeah, maybe the Moscow stations are better, but yeah, this is okay. That's the station. That's actually pretty big, and there are quite a few options for coffee. I think I have to... oh, there's Subway as well. Now I have to look up which is the popular and cheap option for a coffee, and maybe buy that coffee. That coffee store seems like there are quite a few people standing, sitting in a train station. It took me back to the times when I used to backpack around Europe. Yeah, good infrastructure, good coffee, slight cold, and train stations which are well equipped. Yeah, I'll always have fond memories of Europe. As of now, I'll just have my coffee. Okay, so I tried messaging a few hostels that I found from Tugis and Yandex, but then none of them responded. So then I opened this website, Zen Hotels. This is one of the websites that lets you book hotels in Russia using your Visa card. So yeah, you don't have to spend your rubles. And I booked one hostel called Cuba Hostel. Yeah, if you can see. Hopefully they will accept this reservation. So I came to the metro station. The path is from inside the railway station. Actually, most railway stations in Europe will have a path to the metro station or the bus stop or the bus stand. And then I took the ticket. So for the entire day it was 270 rubles, and you can travel as many times, and one trip is 70 rubles. I think 70 rubles is also what I paid for using metro in Moscow, so seems like it's a standard price across Russia, or at least the big cities in Russia. So my hostel is in city center. I don't know how much of public transport I'll actually be taking. So I just took one ride ticket which is 70 rubles, and if at all it seems like I have to kind of travel around a lot more, then maybe I'll take the day pass which is 270 rubles, which is like I think 4 to 5 rides of the price. I'm in other station where I'm supposed to change, and the doors actually close like how they close in the prison door.
Следующая
Just came out of the metro station, and this is the first view of St. Petersburg for me. Pretty nice. So one thing that I noticed is that in Europe, in all those Roman architectures, the buildings would be nice, but then they wouldn't put statues on the buildings. Like they will put some on the columns, but St. Petersburg architecture has taken it to a different level. I think this is the only building which has those statues on the building, and I don't know what building is this, but must be some big historic one. And then there are other buildings here. So I think the architecture style is similar to the Roman architecture, but yeah, like it's definitely different. And a lot of people have said that St. Petersburg is very beautiful. Now I think that I should also visit the Moscow city center during the day, because I don't know if I have really seen the good things of Moscow in the night or not. Okay, so I took the bus thinking that like in Moscow, I spoke to the driver, and then driver asked me to pay by my bank app. I would also pay, but well, here it was a proper bus, and it had the card terminal, and I couldn't read Cyrillic. I don't know how to buy a ticket. I was supposed to tap the card, so I tapped my bank card. I don't know if any money got deducted or not, but well, yeah, something happened, and hopefully I paid for my trip, or maybe it's just free. This is what I was talking about. Like every building next to each other has a different color, different pattern. I mean, they all look like Roman architecture, but then, well, yeah, things change from one building to another. The UFO-like structure actually surprised me and caught my attention. When I looked at the map, it's actually a metro station called Gorovskaya. This building is actually called Cathedral Mosque. Now that has been now a proper mosque where I think all the Muslims or most of the Muslims in St. Petersburg come here for namaz. This is the bridge that leads to the Peter and Paul Fortress, and the Peter and Paul Fortress is there. This actually looks like a river, but this is actually seawater. It's a strait. I think some name with M, I forgot. And the bridge, actually that's some prominent bridge. I don't know what it is, but it looks pretty nice, and there are boats that are going below it. I'll see if I could get onto a boat and take a tour of this place. There's a bit of a sandy beach here. People are also kind of like they play by the sea beach. People are here, and the entry is further there. I will see how good the Peter and the Paul Fortress is. Apparently this is an island, and this fortress was built on an island, so yeah, maybe defending the fort or the fortress on an island was easy. I think this red brick walls, these are part of the fortress. Okay, walking it further in, I think this is the real fortress. I think the one that they have built outside is probably just a facade. I think this is how the fortress was before. This is the monument of Peter the Great, who was also the first Tsar.
Спасибо большое, друзья. Ну что, как тут сказали, я участвую, которые за меня голосовали.
Onion-shaped dome basilica. which is what I'm going to see, and a few interesting places next to it. This Church of Savior on the Blood, also colloquially known as Basilica with Onion Domes. Apparently it's not a church, like nobody goes and prays in here. This was built as a memorial of Alexander II, one of the Tsar. I actually read this in Wikipedia, who was basically killed by some conspirator when he was passing by the canal nearby. This has never been used as a place of worship, and this is just a museum. This is Kazan Cathedral. It's the closer view of the cathedral. Apparently you can go in for free, but it's only open during the daytime, and I am a little too late to come. But anyway, that's the plan today, to visit all the places, see which ones I like, and then come tomorrow and visit them in more details. Just had my dinner. I actually got vegan shawarma today with falafel, and I feel very tired, so now I've taken a bus. I am sitting in the bus. I am heading back to the hostel. Well, in the night, St. Petersburg actually look really nice with the lights and everything. Pretty good place. I think a couple of days in St. Petersburg is not actually a bad idea. Maybe like a week as well.